He's infected. I need to craft more of those things. Those things are fucking useful. Oh yeah, 3 more, baby. Let's see how much damage I can make. Look at him over in the corner there. These throwing knives might be my new best friend. Let's watch him get infected. There he goes. I can't believe these throwing knives are like a 3-second infection. It's crazy. Although I'd rather deal with zombies than fucking humans. We'll have more than one, you know? I can't get to that one. That guy had some good shit. Let's find his counterpart. Let's see what this guy had. Huh, not bad. Look at you. Shit. Shit.
I need a horse. Is there work? Don't think you're getting out of here alive.
I love these throwing knives.
Delay, motherfuckers.
Oh, look at all these types of arrows. You want to use a bow on me? You're gonna have to try much harder.
Shit, get hurt.
Okay, boys, come on now. I couldn't move. you think you're doing? Now, I got something for you. I thought I had something for you. What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to fight you hand to hand. But first, I think it's time to get slide. You can't even get near him. Come on. Yeah. Lock picking something here. Oh. Wiring. Could have used that. Never thought I'd be picking through the trash. Oh no, this place would get filled. Come on, you know you want to let me in this room. Another immunity booster. I knew it'd be that too easy if I just started it up. It'd be way too easy. How do I get out of here? Light that bitch up. big machete. That'll be useful. This should be good. What'd I tell you about coming onto my fucking... Nope. Report. Pornography or sexual explicit content. Report. Report for unwanted commercial spam. Get off my fucking channel, bot. This isn't a place for you to post your shitty fucking advertisements. Online. Turn on. Made it perfectly. Turn on. Baby mama. Yeah. That's true. All the way up again, yep. back in the light. Yeah! And it's a safe zone. Free from zombies. I want to see how well they... Ooh! I want to see how well they did with the blockade to keep the zombies out. Ah, fast travel. Let's see what else there is for me to do. Oh, one upgrade available. Level 6. Alright, let's go there. It's about to be nightfall. Hey, there's an inhibitor here.
Inhibitor container detected.
Is this shit in the water? Oh man, look at that. I didn't even have to fucking bag anyone. Aw, man, I missed the fucking zip. I missed the zipping with the grapple hook. It's about to be nightfall. Oh, that's a Forsaken store. Alright, so these guys are friendlies. That's good. I didn't want to have to kill them. Why aren't these lights on? I can do this at night. It doesn't matter. Oh, these guys are all hostile. They're blocking access to that window. I love how the alarm goes off whenever it becomes night. What the hell is this? No! What?
Inhibitor container detected.
There you go, buddy. That little bit of XP matters. Oh no, the sound's gone. The sound's doing that thing again. It doesn't matter. Night Runner. Give me a respawn zone. Yeah, the sound's doing that thing again. Hopefully doing this will fix it. I need to get up somewhere high. Maybe this will do for now. Wait, what level is it? Level 6. Jesus Christ. make it. Of course. They don't have very many soldiers. I think I could get rid of a few. How do I still not have enough scrap? Why does it take so much? That's like highway robbery right there. Takes way too much scrap. I'm just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. Go in there and get my ass whooped. Oh, and it's full of chemicals. That's great. Maybe I can use that to my advantage. And there's zombies in there apparently too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this to my advantage. Really? Fuck you. Pushing shouldn't do damage. You're just pushing me like a light tap. That's nothing. Oh, look at you. It's not even pushing me hard enough to do any damage. Here, where are these guys' bodies at? I'll kick them down to you. Why can't I kick that? I can't even move that body like you used to be able to do. The inside of the tunnel isn't even covered. Let's go all the way up. Alright. Let's kick this down. I don't even have a choice. What? I don't know what you want me to do, game. Dude, there's literally no way up into that tower. Ah, here we go. Still no sound, huh? Did you just seriously do that, game? Didn't even bother to try and grab the panel. I gotta do that all over again now. Thanks, game. Like that, Aiden. Grab onto the ledge. It's not rocket science. Like, look at him. He won't grab. Fuck you, you're not doing that shit again. Make it, there you go. Smartphone. It's gotta be worth something in this world. Still no sound, huh? For that. A lot of smartphones. 3, they got 3 zones, and now they got 3 zones. Each faction has 3 zones now. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Not that far behind, I guess.
Get out of my face, asshat. You can't be trusted. You showed your true colors with that VNC tower mission.
Why am I trying to figure out this? This is stupid.
Are you considering stepping down?
Hey.
Chairman and think about being
Hello?
product officer?
Hey.
Hey.
I changed my title to Techno King. And by the way, this is a full SEC filing. It's like whatever, Techno King. I just did that as kind of like a joke because it just didn't show that these
Grappling hook required. No problem.
How do you know?
Now, justice.
You don't know about music. Period.
That's the only way I got the grappling hook.
That's basically it.
What the?
And then all these other, chief, whatever officer are basically.
Is that how you got so good at basketball? Did you read that book too?
Are you considering stepping down as CEO? Would you transfer, be chairman, and think about being chief product officer? I mean, since CEO title doesn't matter anyway.
I changed my title to Techno King. And by the way, this is a full SEC filing. It's like whatever, Techno King. And I just did that as kind of like a joke because it's just a joke. You can see what is actually the next well outlook for creating a sequel. And then you see his president, treasurer, and secretary. They need a director too. That's basically it. And then all these other,
You know how Elon Musk is the CEO of all of his companies?
Yeah.
Inhibitor container detected.
He changed his title legally to Techno King.
Can you even do that?
Yes.
Techno King. Fuck. All of his cars look like fucking shit, man. Have you seen the Cybertruck? Looks like a fucking pile of garbage.
Yeah, sure. Do you know any of the scientific fact about that truck?
No, never paid attention to it because I never even cared. I like my gas-powered vehicles.
Well, gas ain't renewable, so have fun with that 2 years from now.
Yeah, good luck getting stuck on the side of the road and near no power stations.
Yeah, that's why I would probably bring a generator with me. Or solar panels. And a transformer to be able to convert that electricity. I can just get gas on the side of the street for my electric vehicle. Charge me up, Scotty!
Inhibitor container nearby.
Chief, whatever officer, are basically just.
And currently, in this day and age, Elon Musk is the smartest man alive.
Dude, he looks like a man-child.
He's autistic. He's not a man-child.
Dude, he literally has the face of a 5-year-old.
That's funny that you say that because there's genetic conditions that disable people that make them a certain age.
Container nearby.
There's actually a 30-year-old or 50-year-old man who is literally the size of a toddler, and his voice sounds like an infant child, but he speaks as an adult human. I can't remember his name, but he's Portuguese or Persian or something like that. It fit really good with judging people by their looks in this day and age.
I'm not judging him.
No, I'm saying that I was saying people who judge people fit really good in today's society. Because that's usually how people are anymore. Judging other people. Judging people for not accepting them for who they think they are. I'm mainly talking about fucking LGBTQ.
Bunch of fucking...
With that. Bunch of fucking people who...
Get special rights compared to no one else.
Seek attention for them not being able to identify themselves, and they create these pronouns and shit that don't make sense, and then expect other people to adhere to what they want. That's not how the world works.
That's why I don't fucking like any of them.
I have some friends who...
Don't get me wrong, I don't hate gay people. I just disagree with their choices, like the fact that they get better rights than everyone else. They get streets painted for them, dude.
That's not rights. That's trying to make a mark. Because a lot of people are extreme and want everybody to know, hey, this is me. You know me. It's more of a narcissistic behavior. It's all about me. My sexuality trumps yours. You gotta fucking call me by my pronouns.
You. Can I actually fucking do it now?
Where does Brad Pitt sweat from? His pit. Why does this ball keep gaining momentum? This ad sucks. This ball shouldn't be gaining momentum. It should be transferring. Like fucking, what's that law of physics where... Fuck. I don't remember. This is going back to the gas thing. I was thinking about when I said you're gonna have fun with a 2-year shelf life gas. If there's ever a fucking apocalypse scale event.
Fucker!
If there's ever an apocalypse scale event, gas is going to be one of those resources that are hard to come by, especially after 2 years. So you're gonna have to go on foot after that.
I'd rather ride a bike. I won't trust electric vehicles.
Why?
Don't know. Just seems like something's gonna go wrong. I've lived with gas vehicles my entire life.
You know gas vehicles are still electric, right? They have a battery.
Yeah, well, as long as there's a vehicle out there that has both, then I would consider.
There are.
Yeah, not very many though. There's only certain brands that do.
There are plenty of hybrids being made by plenty of different automotive dealers. Whether you find a hybrid or not is a different story.
It's the only way I'd consider it. What the? Aiden, you fucking retard. What is that?
The kids in the back of the classroom. And Audi has actually got the best electric vehicle right now for charging cars. Did you know
did
Sony's
all
getting
that.
into the automotive business?
No. They're gonna...
Toyota's building a city?
Of course. The shittiest brand of car.
Actually, the most technological brand of car, except for Tesla. Toyota's trying to make a woven city, which is integrated with AI, robotics...
Yeah, you know how that's gonna turn out. AI is a bad fucking idea. We've all seen it. AI is the end of the world right there. Eventually, they won't need humans.
I have never seen the end of the world because it has never happened.
Dude, come on. As soon as they create an AI, they're gonna fill workshops and factories with them, and then they're not gonna need humans.
We have AI right now.
And that's why we're getting trouble finding jobs. Next thing you know, they're gonna have Subway with AI.
That's not why.
Next thing you know, they're gonna have Subway with AI.
Finding jobs because there's too much population and people are too lazy to go out and get a fucking job, even to apply themselves with resumes.
You watch, they're gonna fill that landscaping business of yours with AI soon too.
Yeah.
And then they're not gonna need you.
That's fine. I don't care.
I'd rather die before all that happens.
Anyway, I play video games more so than I actually go out of my house. The only thing the job helps me with is keeping my mental state at ease and just being physical. Most of the dangerous jobs are going to be the dangerous and boring jobs. So retail's boring. Danger, war, frickin' underwater welding. Anything that's dangerous is what AI are going to be applied to first.
I don't know. All it takes is one bad AI and the whole world goes upside down.
We'll figure that out when we're testing. We already know what to watch out for because of people's wildest imaginations. That's why Elon Musk is saying that he thinks it's a bad idea. But he's also trying to figure out other ways. I know too much information. I don't know everything, but I know too much information about what's going on in the world with science and outer space. I don't know everything. I'm not gonna sit here.
What they should stick to is AI helping, not taking over.
That's what it is. AI helping with keeping human lives by not putting humans in dangerous situations. And what we're starting with is computer AI. Computers are stuck to one spot. But what we're working with is active learning AI right now on computers. And I'm sure when this happens, it's going to be more like a total recall when you have like a screen with the AI on it, and you're able to go up to that screen and interface with it. So either ask it, or if you have a neural link, you might be able to just plug in.
I would never want to do that.
I think plugging in would be more dangerous.
It would be.
The thing about computing, the next leap that we have to do, because we've already went from analog to digital, the next leap is quantum. Quantum computing is one of the harder things to crack. You need to know quantum physics to be able to even do that. And Albert Einstein is the one who theorized quantum physics. So you have to be smarter than Albert Einstein to be able to crack down on and hack those fucking things. Not smarter
The world's
than
gonna
Einstein
become a
because
crazy
there's plenty of
place.
like-minded people. Not smarter than Einstein because there's still like-minded people who are still as smart, like Neil Tyson deGrasse, or whatever his name is. But there's so much cool information out there, and I'm always searching it up and sitting there watching stuff, boring shit, absorbing it. You hear some of the boring videos I watch, right?
Yup.
To you, it's boring. To me, it's just, I can sit there and watch it mindlessly and absorb. It's just like watching the History Channel, Science Network, or Discovery. I said Discovery. Discovery, Science, or History. Yeah, that's right. Those used to be my favorite shows or channels.
Come on.
What were you saying, sorry?
No, I'm just focused on something right now. I had to leave the game earlier because... Come on. Okay, alright.
I'm quitting the military immediately. We realize that Russia's starting shit.
Fuck you! Fucking little spam bitch. Fucking had to leave the game just for it to reload.
Tension between Russia and America. Tensions raised between U.S. and Russia 4 weeks ago. This isn't good. This is during Biden.
The U.S. will be gone soon.
No, it's not just U.S. We're a part of that. We're a sistering country. We're going to aid in the relief of that. But we're also allied with Russia, so that makes it...
I'd rather be with Russia than the States.
But the States is our sister. They're our sister country. We have families.
If anything, we can just relocate to Russia.
No, we can't.
I'd rather do that than fucking be next to America.
That's a fucking democracy. You want to live in a democracy?
I'd rather live without fucking war.
You'd rather live without more freedoms than what you have now. Even though
our freedoms are already being taken.
Yeah, but Russia has less freedoms than we do.
Doesn't mean we can't change things.
You can't. It's Russia.
Dude, there's always a possibility.
You know what people are changing now? You know why the government's doing that, cracking down on everybody? Because everybody's pushing the government. So it's just a giant pushback to vote. People think they're fighting for something, the government just puts on more jurisdictions.
I don't agree with politicians though. I'd rather control my own freedom.
That's why America, their constitution is for the people, not for the government. The government is supposed to obey by the Constitution. That's why the Constitution is there. The Constitution was written because Abraham Lincoln advised not to have political parties. He advised against it. The fact that this is happening. Okay, Google. What is NATO?
According to Wikipedia, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also called the North Atlantic Alliance, is an intergovernmental military alliance between 27 European countries, 2 North American countries, and 1 Eurasian country.
The 2 North American are Canada and the States.
Signed on the 4th of April 1949.
Okay.
Russia's involvement there could hang over all of it. Russia says it doesn't want to talk about it, but Secretary Blinken did not rule out bringing it up today. Said he had a lot of questions and concerns. Mary Alice from the White House, thank you. I have no questions.
Why Are U.S. Russia tensions escalating over the Ukraine?
Which way is that camera? They say go straight.
Russian military buildup is visible on the ground and in the air. In 2014, Russia took military action in Ukraine, and concerns are again running.
It is the right time to remind the whole world that Ukraine has been living under the threat of invasion, and for some parts of Ukraine, invasion not debated for the past 8 years, but this time it really feels different.
It feels different from the Western countries too. They gathered in Geneva.
Go.
Ow. Sorry for that. That was loud.
It wasn't loud on my end.
Okay. I was just trying to squeeze something out.
Giggity. You know, if you hadn't said no's, I would have questioned it.
Didn't sleep a wink all night.
Get out of my face, asshat. You can't be trusted. You showed your true colors with that VNC tower mission.
Our second reason is what happened in 2014. Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine and supported separatists. And we somewhere
You can't make that. Nah, you can't make that.
is very important for our this build our bloody the end goal is to define the Russian Federation. Russia denies that no, support for separatists is real, and it was hit with a range of Western sanctions in 2014. And there's been a military consequence too. Ukraine's army is now almost twice as big as it was in 2014. Third, well, we need to look at NATO's expansion. NATO is a military alliance dominated by the US, with most members in Europe. This map is the NATO website shows us Russia in the east.
It's scribble.
Other countries are
Everything's
NATO members. Some of them says is a protocol.
Dr. Ryan's got a gift. She just knows how to fix it.
One inch scary in the 1990s. And what happened? They deceived us. Brazenly tricked us. The West categorically denies this, but Russia remains.
Oh, there's a merchant here.
I hear PKs was butchered in the...
So tensions are between Russia and the States right now because Russia's trying to take over, or not take over, but reclaim Ukraine. But because they don't want Ukraine to be a part of NATO.
Brand new shipment.
By Europe and the United States in particular. Ukraine is still getting closer to the West despite...
You met this Ulysses fella? I wouldn't trust him. He's a former pipe... Oh, right. Never mind.
Crystal a gallon!
Get in here.
Why do we go to the internet?
This chatter about the night run is rising from the ashes lately.
What the fuck?
People need hope.
You go fucking talk to the person. Get first-hand information. Because who's to say that account doesn't get hacked?
Please, back off. You're making me uncomfortable.
The West didn't act as one in Afghanistan, nor is it doing so in Ukraine. The US is sending military hardware to Ukraine, and Germany is.
Germany has not supported the export of lethal weapons in recent years.
As well as this, the head of the German Navy resigned after saying, giving Putin respect is low cost, no cost.
expecting demands, and it probably deserves. Putin may see these differences as an opportunity, though the West insists it is not. What is beyond dispute is our final reason, what everyone can see with their own eyes. This enormous Russian troop build-up on the border with Ukraine.
Yeah, there might be a...
Because of the Russians build-up, so now does the West. The US has given Ukraine what it calls 90 tons of lethal aid. The UK is also sending equipment. And it's been...
Hopefully this doesn't turn into the end of days rise of the Red Army.
It probably will.
Beginning of Armageddon. When the skies open up, blood rains down from the heavens. The ground will open up and the dead shall rise. The second coming of Jesus will come.
again.
He will take all believers to the next life with him. Cross over to the next.
It's probably gonna happen.
Hmm?
It's probably gonna happen.
It might, because the third Antichrist so the things that play out in the Bible is the third Antichrist has to be around. The Red Army has to rise up. The ground will open up. The sky will turn like a weird dark color, like a dark greenish red, and then the rain will be blood. The dead shall rise, which either refers to the actual dead rising, or like zombie proportions.
Possible. That'll be one way to cleanse the earth, that's for sure.
We already have a zombie virus. We've had it for years. It's just it hasn't latched onto anything. It hasn't latched onto rabies, and it hasn't latched onto corona currently.
It could.
It latches on corona, and corona mutates from a deceased deer, and another deer eats that deer, and that pathogen becomes airborne. That viral agent becomes airborne. Then the human race is fucked, because not only would it be transferable through blood and saliva, it would be transferable just by breathing on someone.
You'd have to wear a gas mask everywhere you go.
Nobody has actually thought of that level of zombie apocalypse.
Because everyone's afraid of it. Everyone doesn't want to think about it.
But think about it. There's been no movie where zombie apocalypse started from an airborne
Just get on with it, Juan.
agent.
Let's drink.
Airborne.
Best vintage I
Dude,
got.
nobody thinks about it because nobody wants to know it could happen. Everyone's afraid of that kind of outcome.
I always think of every outcome.
I think of every outcome too. Like, I'm always thinking about it.
I'm never prepared. That's why the argument for the fucking...
A brute like you has a taste for the finer things.
I was already thinking about all the other steps beyond the vehicle.
You know, if that becomes a thing, like airborne zombie virus, you know, if that becomes a thing, me and you are probably only going to be the ones to survive, right?
Not only, but there will be a few of us.
Me and you will be prepared because we're always thinking about this stuff.
Look into what? Juan, we had a deal.
Relax, Aiden. Everything is under
Yep.
control. We'll investigate the lamps, and in the meantime, my guys will keep looking for your GRE doctor.
I don't give a shit about lamps. I risked my life.
If I'm still in this
Relax and listen to me carefully.
I'm going to
Some
Alexander Mackenzie,
things
and that is the place that I'm
take
going to
time.
be using because
Tracking down this GRE guy is no simple matter.
The water?
Just a short while longer. Trust me.
You'd have to make sure all the windows are intact too.
And if I'm
I don't
right,
care about the windows.
and Jack
That's why the shop
really is
area
into
would be my
something,
home. And
then by helping me, you will also help
bunk where all
yourself.
the wood and stuff
What
is,
the hell are you talking
that would
about?
be my safe place.
I believe Matt is about to
There's
attack the
actually
Colonel's
3
stronghold.
exits to that,
If we
that
don't
upper
stop
level.
him, this whole city is as good as dead.
There's
Williams
the
will
one
close his sluice gates
that's
the
close to the
moment he
outside,
spies
then
a
you have
single
the one that's
peacekeeper at the
closer to
dam.
inside of the school.
He only needs to
And then
twist
you
a
have the
knob
one that
here,
goes into
throw a
the
lever
auto
there,
body
and
shop
every
from
pipe
where
in
the,
this city, every drain,
lift
every
is
gutter,
for
will back up
lifting
with
the
chemicals that have
engines out
been
of
locked
the engine
underground
bay of
for
the
You'd have the
11 years.
cafeteria too. That'd
You,
probably be stocked.
Me, Lawan, Frank, the
cafeteria, yes,
GRE
but you gotta
doctor,
think about
even your
that
Mia.
giant fucking
If she's
room
still alive.
full of glass.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
And what if
Right
you're
beside
wrong?
the
What if Matt's
cafeteria.
preparing an attack?
I'm not wrong, Aiden. He goes
I would
full on with
probably,
recruitment
in
propaganda.
the first days,
He talks openly about
I would
war with
probably
the
move a
colonel.
lot of stuff
And
from
he
the
orders a shit ton of UV lamps
over
that magically
into
disappear.
the shop. I would probably go and get some
Mark my words.
refrigerators and stuff.
It will end in disaster.
And I would probably only plug them in if I need to.
help
What
me,
I would
Aiden.
do is I'd get a car, I'd go to the police station, get all their supplies from there if I could, and then go right to Alexander Mackenzie.
Well, you could also go to
'Cause you know,
a major retail store too. Like Canadian Tire sells firearms.
because you know, once that, if that does happen, all the police are going to be on the streets. So the police station would be empty.
Well, not necessarily. You'll still be dispatch and stuff like that too, trying to maintain. On the other end, keeping contact with people who are still
Matt's not
alive,
a psychopath,
who
Juan.
are
He's trying
able
to save
pick
the
up
city,
on
not
radio
destroy it.
signals.
Matt is far worse than a psychopath,
Because
Aiden.
if somebody has a
He's
radio,
dangerously
and they
ambitious.
happen to the police,
Before the fall, he
police
climbed the
line,
ranks of the military
they-
hierarchy
people
with
would be
lightning
able to be
speed.
helped.
It's funny because my iPod can tap in the police
Sure,
radio.
Matt never got another promotion. Cock blocked him from the chain of command. Until
Don't know, I've never tried.
the order came to rain chemicals onto the city. That's when the shit really
Obviously
hit the
to that
fan.
day, but I would figure out a device that can communicate.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Both
That
sides.
Matt
No
had
doubt
something to
you
do with
could-
the chemical attacks?
No
Matt
doubt you
later
could rig
claimed
it
he was
though,
given no
like rig it
warning
with a
by
microphone.
Williams. And that's why there was no
You need to have
evacuation.
a transceiver
His
that's
own
able
squad
to,
was caught in the field.
I have one of those.
Except
You'd have to
some
have a transceiver
soldiers
that's
claim
able to
Matt
transmit
did
that
get the
signal,
order to
though.
evacuate.
I have one. It's in the basement.
Ignored it instead. So the soldiers said.
Yeah,
Matt
Dad got it
stationed
for me
men
as
where he'd survived the attack.
well, he wanted me to use it, but
result
for
was
my
300
TV and
dead
speakers,
soldiers,
but it doesn't work like
5
that.
times as many civilians.
Wait, what do you
And
mean?
Matt found
He bought
himself
me
hailed as the man who stuck
a
with the
receiver
residents
that
at the
wasn't
very
really a
last.
receiver.
The defender of Villador.
It's only used for
The
radios.
civilians joined, and war broke out.
FM
Williams fled to the dam.
Yeah.
Matt, he finally got his promotion
or a receiver?
from
It
himself.
has both, I think. I'd have to go back and look at it.
So this tragedy was all Jack's fault?
Hundreds killed, thousands maimed. Quite
I
the
would
burden
probably-
to carry on
I
one
would probably be
person's
one of those
back, isn't
guys
it?
who's the mink shift.
So what does he
weapons
do
expert.
if it gets too heavy?
Dude,
Tosses it off.
don't even get me
Onto
started
someone
on
else.
makeshift weapons, my
And
guy.
calls him the butcher.
I was already talking to you about a mink
Matt
shotgun.
hates Williams.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
the truth about himself.
Yo, you
But
could
now,
make all that in the
with
shop,
the
bro.
renegade incursions into the
Yeah,
center,
I know. Just
Matt
with a piece of
finally has a
pipe.
pretext to attack Williams.
And you
He's
need
already
the
gambled the lives
hammer.
of the city once to achieve
Well, no, you
glory,
just have a
and he's
strong
about to do
piece
it
of
again.
metal that's able to strike the primer when you pull back on the barrel. Because how do you
Okay,
shotgun
so
works?
what do you
is
plan to
have
do
a
about
tube,
that?
Thanks to what you did
load
at
your
VNC
shotgun
Tower,
shell
I
in
now
the
know
tube,
that the
whole
lamps are
tube's
at the
your barrel.
metro station next to the
Then you
ship.
have the handle
That's
and
our
everything.
lead.
It has
Follow the river,
your,
and you'll reach the sea.
shoulder
Follow the
guard,
UV
whatever
lamps,
the fuck
and
it
you
is.
catch Matt
And then
red-handed.
you slam that into your.
But be careful. If the major realizes we're onto him,
Like you
We'll end
take
up
the
swinging by
barrel.
our necks.
And you
Man,
put it into the
animals will
hole
nibble on our guts
that's
for
where
months.
the handle is.
subtlety
Slam
and
that in
patience,
there.
Aiden.
It
Only
primes
they
the primer.
shall save us. The noble art of espionage.
Yeah, I'll remember
Release.
that one.
Your
Thanks.
shotgun bullet is, or your shotgun pellets are all over the place.
Yeah.
Search up an improvised
Off you go,
pipe
Tiger.
shotgun.
Dude.
And you'll be able to see that.
Could you imagine just us, our big group of friends we have here, if we all just got together at Alexander Mackenzie and just started building?
You got a welder.
Yep.
None the welder.
I'm good with like I'm good with woodworking and shit.
That's good. And we could use you for making wooden handles for improvised weapons.
Yeah.
And then I would probably try to find a to be able to reuse our ammunition, but what are those things
Dude,
called?
you do realize that we're gonna have to find a hybrid if that does happen, though.
Hybrid? What do you mean?
Like, we'd have to get a hybrid car that can take both gas and electricity. And dude, we could build it up and shit too, put armor on it and whatnot. We'd have to.
You'd need to also figure out what kind of batteries, because if you want to have sustained life of your car, have extra batteries and
Yeah.
extra fuel, but the fuel shelf life is only 2 years. So
We
once
could
those
find
years are gone,
the batteries. They'd probably be easy to find. I'm sure people in the end of the world wouldn't be looking for those.
they're
For a
not
car.
traditional batteries, though. These are different batteries, not like your traditional car battery or your traditional like remote battery. These are specifically for electric vehicles, so you would need to
Look for those instead.
you need to fucking scavenge those so you have the right components, and even then you need to know the make and model of a car, because some parts and components are not universal between vehicles.
Well, good thing you have somebody here that knows what a car engine looks like.
Do you know that car engine doesn't matter? You need to know the insides out and out of that make and model, the different things about it, the different.
I would learn. I know a few things about a car engine and shit whatnot, but like
I do too, but it's not just the engine that you need to worry about. The thing we were just talking about was the battery.
Yep, I could learn. I'm sure there'll be manuals for it in the afterwards.
Will you have time to read?
Yup.
It's gonna be a fucking
Something
zombie
happened?
apocalypse.
Sorry, we can't let you through.
You're telling me that once we built up the place, the shop and everything, that you wouldn't feel just a little safe to read?
Huh, not even God Almighty.
It depends.
Major
It
talks
depends
like
on the
that when
population
something's
and how
top
much
secret.
it's still around.
And it must be if they won't even tell us what's going on.
Because
But I don't question
knowing
it either
myself,
way. Orders are orders.
knowing that
And I'm just here to follow.
knowing that there's a
So,
possibility for
no one
either
goes
sentience in
in.
zombies or them to travel in herds.
Hey,
Well, herds we could avoid.
Not if they're traveling to location. The first thing you'd want to do is clear out the entire city. And we
Then that's what
luckily
we'd
have a
do.
small we have a small city that we have to work with, which would be easier to maintain. So when a horde does come in, we have all this free land to be able to take them out without having to worry about something coming up behind us.
Yeah.
But if you have two hordes doing a pincer, and you don't know about the second horde coming in, you're fucked.
That's why it'd be great if we had a bunch of people. The more people, the better your chances are. Like everyone says going alone is better. It's not. It's better if you have people. People you can trust.
The only problem with people, even if you can trust them, there's still a chance to double cross.
Yeah. But could you see your cousin double crossing you?
I don't know. It's
a good question.
Times of survival are dire. I don't know. Good question. Because despite being family or friends, we're still all human.
I wonder if the flesh cover would work in that situation now. Do you know what that is?
When you take the decaying bio of a zombie and rub it all over yourself so you smell like a zombie?
And yeah, so they don't see you. I wonder if that would work in that situation.
I don't know. I don't believe so.
Dude, just all the possibilities, bro. All the possibilities.
would need the core people in the group that we would need are the tactician, who specializes in tactics.
You know we got that.
Weapons manufacturer.
Yeah.
Somebody who's able to provide entertainment and get people involved.
Fuck, you know we have that. Evil, man, we got evil.
We also need a mechanic, a gun specialist, which is different from a weapon specialist. Weapon specialist goes into everything and modifying things, but a gun specialist specializes in the caliber of weapon.
Yo, we could bring Joey down. Joey would be useful.
And we also need, you got you, carpenter, but you're not a carpenter by trade.
No,
nope.
I just know how to do it. Because when I was in school, that's what I did for the 4 years of class.
I made a knife and I got it taken away because of how realistic and sharp it was. You can't be doing that.
All packed up?
Mr. Frayne, Mr. Frayne refrained me from making a knife.
Ready. We're just waiting for Matt.
Here I am.
We're packed and ready, sir.
Then let's get a move on. We got no time to waste.
Everything all right, Commander? Sir?
Yeah. Right, up to it.
But it was so fucking funny. I never thought I could get wood that sharp.
Giggity. Dude, you know we, like, if this all does happen, that's how it's gonna be. Dude, I'm wondering how we're gonna get Joey, though. Like, wouldn't they be, like, closing up all the borders?
How do you think Michael would be here? He lives in the States.
I mean, maybe Joey would find a boat and drive across or something like that. I mean, we're not that far from the border, from the opposite side of the border.
Joey, unfortunately, is alone with his girlfriend, so he would have to survive over there first and make that journey across over here.
Yeah.
And who's to say that there's not already turned people across on the border itself, like on the bridges? And who's to say there's not free-floating fucking boats?
Yeah, so Joey would find his way over here at some point.
He would have to try to find his way over.
You know, he doesn't know our city though, so we'd have to like pick him up or some shit.
You know where the gravel is down on Front Street?
Yeah.
Perfect place because that wouldn't be occupied.
Yeah. People would be mostly on the bridges and shit.
Trying to escape
an airborne viral agent.
Apocalypse level pandemic.
Yeah. So while everyone's on the bridges trying to run, we'll be scavenging.
and by the way, in saying what I said about like trust, I don't expect anybody to trust me.
Yeah. No, you already know that I trust you, though.
I know, but I wouldn't expect you to in those kinds of times because we're all human.
I know in some way you would never betray me.
We all instinctively, at one point or another, to save ourselves, will betray somebody else, despite even caring about them.
I wouldn't care how desperate my situation is.
You see that in movies frequently when there's somebody who loves somebody a great deal, and in order for them to survive, either they give their life up or they give that person's life up that they're trying to save because they love them. Or you might have a thief in the group who's taking rations, and because everybody's trying to ration their own their own ration, and that other person comes out and is a glutton and starts eating the other people's rations when there's nothing really left, that person's going to die.
I couldn't do it.
Nobody in the group is going to be taking. Unless that person can figure it out fast.
That's why one person would have to hold on to the rations and then give them out when they're needed.
But then, who's to say that one person's not being honest and they're eating the rations? How are you supposed to know that when they have complete...
Maybe lock it up in a safe, and then when rations comes, one guy, or they all go and get one each? I don't know how that would work.
I think a meal a day, with everybody sitting in one spot, served all at the same time, will keep order and also make things fair.
Yeah.
Like a Last Supper, almost. But it would be a Last Supper every day because we wouldn't know when our last day would be. Because tomorrow is never promised, especially in a time like that. I do think about too many things. You just sat there and listened to how many things I just thought about for a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, well, I'm thinking about them too.
I just fucking...
If I was high right now, fucking...
I wish.
All the things I would think about.
I ran out a couple days ago. Thank you, by the way, Phil.
Yeah.
I still need to return your jar to you.
You can do it anytime. It's not like I'm in any hurry to get it back.
If I gave you some petty change, would you be able to give me some nuts?
Some petty change?
I don't even know how much I have. Got a loony here. These aren't even quarters. There's a dollar there. Toonie. $2. $3.
I told Matt that most of the tracks don't have it. Try to get inside it.
$3. $4.
That could not have hurt me.
$4. Fucking 90 cents. I've got $4.90. Since yesterday, I've been fiending for weed after fucking that angry episode I had all day starting at 9 o'clock.
The train started.
Start? Follow the signal lane.
What you were saying, the messaging, Trevor said to ask, but I was gonna ask.
Come.
I was going to ask
Who, me?
One, I'm losing the signal. One. Fuck.
ended up putting it off.
Juan, I've lost the signal.
1 o'clock.
I don't like this
We
evening.
joined the party last night.
Either Matt figured we
I
were
wasn't
following
sure what you
them,
were
or
doing.
Demolam mistuned the antenna.
Alright, I'll check the antenna. Tell me where it is.
The highest tower around. The antenna's on its roof. Let me know when you're up top.
I also figured you wanted to play the Dying Light.
Yeah, right now.
You gotta hurry, Aiden. If Matt finds out we're spying on him, we'll be fucked like a vegan at a Texan barbecue.
I'm going as fast as I can. How much time do I have left?
I don't know, but I'd hurry if I were you.
Do you still got Nug from that mystery machine batch, or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah, I still have quite a few nugs from it.
How much you still have of your other batches?
Quite a bit. Still have over an ounce.
That's dope.
I'd be willing to meet halfway if you wanted some.
I want to say sure, but you've spotted me a lot.
And I'm getting more soon anyways.
Have you heard from Lawan?
Are you, like...
No!
Sure for sure? You okay with that?
I'd be fine with it.
Not answering the radio. Where the
I
hell
need
is
to start
she?
doing the outside.
No idea, Frank. Can't help you right
I
now.
just buy a bag of weed like once a month.
Lawan has her killed him.
I need to do that though when after I get everybody paid off. And
You really need to pull yourself together, Frank.
Able to, like,
I'll let you know if I
start
hear from
making
Lawan.
money saving. That's probably what I'll be doing. But I want to get you paid off. I want to get, well, your grandparents paid. I don't even want to say paid off because that just sounds bad in my eyes anyway. Pay what I owe you guys. Pay Rob what I owe him. Pay my neighbor what I owe her. Pay my roommate what I owe him. My old roommate. Who else? I think that's it. I know I owe a few people.
Fuck you, game. You ain't doing that to me.
But I know for sure that I owe you and Robbie. Oh, I know who else I owe. My co-worker. I owe him like $80 for driving me back and forth from work. That started in the summer. So if I tally that up, that's 200, almost 400, almost
You there yet?
500.
On my way.
What's taking you so long?
$1,700.
It's a tall building.
I owe.
Your noble lord of espionage has me sweating my ass off.
Well, it's part of the job.
But that's
Let me know
not
when
debt
you
that
reach the top.
accumulates anything, so I'll be able to pay that off full because there's no interest rate.
Yeah.
I also owe my roommate $200 for 2 missed months of storage. So I owe $1,900 fucking dollars. What the fuck? That's as a collective to everybody.
Yep. You're gonna go bankrupt.
No, it's not that I'm gonna go bankrupt. It's just I feel bad every time that I ask for something and stuff because I know I have this amount, and then I also feel bad that I don't have anything to show for it. I can't fucking just pay anything because I don't have money. I can't even afford my own rent. My cat's another priority.
put a pin in
She's
it?
gonna be $700.
Fucked it all up. He turned some of the night runners against me and
So it might.
they left us
unfortunately, and I hope it's okay. It might be a few months to a year.
That's fine.
I tried telling that to Robbie, and he was like, "Oh no, that can't be." I'm like, "Dude, I have no money, or else I wouldn't be asking."
And then, after all the same.
Like, I'm gonna try my hardest to make the amount back and pay you back sooner, but I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time by saying it might take a year. But I promise, I will get that money back. I'm a man of my word. Even though I feel like sometimes I don't, my actions don't prove that I'm a man of my word.
Give me a moment.
We can't afford to lose them.
I'm almost there.
Because there's a lot of things that I'll say that I'll apply to myself, but I don't end up doing, and I sit there lazily in my bed doing nothing. And I make those promises to myself. And I don't keep those promises to myself. It's probably because whenever I was promised something, that promise never came true. So I don't keep promises towards myself. I keep promises towards other people that I've made to those people. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, you're fine.
We've got the signal. It's unstable. The train's on another route, heading east.
Yesterday,
You can't lose the signal. You hear
my
me?
cousin ended up with my house keys and brought him home with him. Hey, Tyler?
Yeah?
My cousin brought my house keys home with him yesterday.
Huh.
How does that even work?
It's kind of funny.
Fuck! We don't have any more transmitters there. Demolay hasn't said anything. Fly 80. We have to figure out what this bastard is up to.
Meet halfway, I can...
If you lose the signal, Matt will leave with our lamps forever. Apparently one of his men is assassinating renegade officers.
That's good, I guess.
For Matt, definitely. But for the city, see, that remains to be
Not
seen.
yet. I'll let you know as soon as I get something. One.
Are you near the train?
Right next to it. It stopped at the station.
And? What's happening?
They're opening the gate.
Get into it.
What?
Get inside the fucking train.
Hey, Juan, I'm in. Juan?
And Tyler, I appreciate you, my friend, because I feel like you put up with a lot of bullshit from me. I don't know if that's true though. It's just how I feel.
I've handled worse people.
So I am bullshit.
No. I just said I've handled worse people.
Your brother is a key example.
Oh yeah, best key example.
Are you there?
Yes. The train was stopped.
Okay. 3 deep breaths. Time to play the spy game.
Given all of the other things in life.
See what do you mean?
Oh, the theory that I was
Just don't
proposing
trip up, for
to my
God's sake.
cousin earlier.
We're done for.
Proposing?
How when we were, how when we were younger.
Did you
right,
put a ring on it too?
No. I don't know if you were ever told this when you were younger, but I was. When somebody dies, a new star is added to the sky.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Mm-hmm. I always think of stars as lost loved ones.
So what I was thinking is, rather than it being lost loved ones, when there's a new star in the sky, there's a new soul that's on planet Earth.
Hmm.
And when that new soul, when that first consciousness starts learning, they start out as a planet.
Yeah.
And then, as that planet develops and gains more consciousness over the lifetimes that they're reincarnated, it starts turning into a neutron star, which is the first and final stage before ascending. Not necessarily ascending, but turning into a black hole.
Yeah.
And what I presume is a black hole is another universe, an alternate universe. And if it's the case with what I was thinking, man through consciousness has the capability to live on immortally. But we have what's called a veil of forgetfulness, so we forget our past lives. But the knowledge that we take with us from this life still stays with us.
Dude, you can start calling me the Weed Santa, bro.
I feel that way.
The Weed Santa, man. I'm big.
But what I was trying to say is, until you've fulfilled your purpose in life and have been able to hit that level to ascend to godhood and actually create your own universe, a neutron star is what happens before a black hole. A neutron star collides in on itself, which creates a black hole. What I'm thinking is the neutron star is a final stage in consciousness, and once you die and you've fulfilled your whole life's existence of learning, you're able to move on, become a god, and create your own universe. And in that universe, you create extensions of yourself. And your consciousness goes back in because you like living as a human.
Yeah.
So you just repeat the cycle. And those people are able to not manifest, but those people that could stem the idea of egg theory. And egg theory is essentially the universe revolves around you because other people, other living people around you, are just extensions of yourself.
Yeah.
Which I don't like that concept that other people are just extensions of yourself. You're not just this all-knowing being that I don't know. Theoretical probabilities are a big part of science, but they're confusing. They're confusing concepts, and it's even confusing for my brain to wrap around the concept that I'm thinking of. I don't know. I'm probably a stupid human being trying to fulfill philosophy.
I don't know. It all sounds on point to me. Why not?
I do believe in reincarnation, though. Reincarnation is the biggest thing I believe in. There's been parts in this life where I thought I've relived this life. Not because my human brain is tricking me, because I have physical memories of being in this plane of existence without actually experiencing this plane of existence. But that's not to say that the human brain, or my brain, has tricked me into believing those things, because our brains have the best time tricking us.
They do. They sure do. They do it. Our brains do it so well too.
You are the weed Santa. You can put a fucking bow on this jar. I was like, Christmas? Thank you again. I'm sorry that I get so weird when it comes down to...
That's fine.
It's hard for me to ask for things, so then I beat around the bush when I'm asking for things too. I don't know if you've noticed that about me. I know that about myself, and I try not to do it.
You're just afraid to ask.
Yes. I'm afraid to ask. I don't want you to think anything differently of me, and I feel like that would engage that because I owe you such an amount of money, and due to the fact that you have given me so much weed. So it's just that compiling on itself, making me feel worse about myself, especially gaining that courage to try to come out and ask. And I'm sorry that I feel like a fake friend when I'm doing it, all the time.
I think you're doing fine.
I'm trying to just work on it. Thank you. I don't want to be a fake friend, and I hope that you know if I'm ever showing, like, showing things that are, like, you wouldn't find as a good quality in a friend, and it's not usually a part of me. I'd rather you would be blunt and say, yo, I don't really like this, and you've just started doing this, and, like, or I've just started noticing this, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but yo, I don't personally like agree or necessarily like the way you're going about things. I would rather.
My problem is I can't sit by while my friends suffer. I can't.
I'm not right now. I'm not doing good financially, but I'm not suffering because of weed. I set myself up for that. I set myself up for having a mental addiction to weed because I don't have an addiction to weed. I have an addiction smoking with people because it's social.
Yeah. Well, that's the society we live in now.
That's the same way with cigarettes. I'm not addicted to cigarettes. Once somebody pulls one out and I'm talking with them and they're smoking, I have to pull one out or I have to ask for one.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. I need to rewrite that. It's probably because I've been isolated so much as a kid, and I still do it. I isolate myself because that's where I feel most comfortable. Because that's where I've been forced to feel comfortable.
The chests are empty.
What?
I'm starting to recognize these things too.
There's nothing in the crates on the platform.
That's why I don't leave
They
my
must have
house
unpacked them.
Okay. Check what they took outside.
Because this is my comfort zone. Obviously. Your room's your comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
Because that's your personal space.
I got your 6. Move on, soldier.
I have a problem trying to leave my house. Have you noticed that about me too?
Yeah. Especially since you have to put your pants back on.
Well, no, I have pants on. I've been wearing pants since this morning because Gab had to drop off my house keys. Ooh, I get to walk by the convenience store. I'm bringing this change with me, unless you want the change.
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm probably gonna buy something to drink then. I ran out of fluid.
So you just go to the corner store on East and Wellington?
There's no sign of the lamps. I don't think.
Alright. Let me know when you leave, and then I will leave too.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna leave just yet. I'm getting ready. And I'm going.
Are those the lamps that were supposed to go to the TV tower?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you.
And you sent them here. Why?
Putting our cards on the table. I like that.
Alexa, light on.
I'll satisfy your curiosity.
You're going out of your way to
nothing to hide.
do this for me.
I don't like losing. And in old Villador, we lost. I intend to fix that.
Which means...
Isn't it
That's
obvious?
something that I kind
We're
of
securing the power plant by the car factory. Electricity. You must understand that if it fell into the renegade's hands, we'd be in real trouble.
I see.
Already? So, curiosity satisfied. Go away and don't bother us. This doesn't concern you.
Despite if people are asking me for things, if I didn't already make
One, Matt caught me at the station.
Fuck. And he let you go?
Yes, but now he's suspicious, so that's the end of that. Now tell me what you know about that GRE employee.
We're still checking other leads, and I don't have full info yet, but my men found a doctor at the bazaar. Supposedly, she used to work at the GRE. Talk to her, and I'll try to gather more.
I know a doctor from the bazaar. Her name's Veronica.
Small world. No. Talk to me about Matt.
Yeah.
What did he tell you?
Now you guessed wrong. Matt isn't attacking the dam. He wants to take the power plant by the car factory to ensure,
It's a
like...
learning experience for himself and myself. And that's why I get angry, because I have an irrational side of me, and then I have the logical side, and both of them are fighting against each other. You can hear when I get totally belligerent and irrational towards things.
Yeah.
And then there's the logical side that comes in.
Electricity for
and
the
it's
city.
just like, fuck you, shut it down.
He's lying, Aiden. Lying like he always does. He's hiding something. I'm not just going to drop this.
Works.
My intuition has never failed me. Talk to you soon, Aiden.
You gotta admit to your shit. You gotta recognize what you've done. And I'm like, dude, I have. That's why I'm in therapy and counseling. And I was trying to tell him that I don't blame him for anything, like his actions or like getting addicted to the substances. And then he goes and says, "Oh well, you blame me for everything." What the fuck did I just say in the last message, man? Do you even read, or do you just jump to conclusions?
Sounds like just jumping to conclusions.
My dad's a narcissist, unfortunately, so he will read the first half, get angry, and then say what he needs to say. Don't even pay attention to what you do. Myself, I have a little bit of narcissistic tendencies, so I'll read something that triggers me. I'll start typing, but triggering is something totally different. And it's not really a narcissistic tendency of like what I just said. Even with my father, it's the blaming. It's always blaming everybody around that person, except for taking onus on themselves. My dad's sitting here trying to say that I was a narcissist, and then I said, well, then I learned a great deal from a home with two narcissistic parents, because I know I do have narcissistic tendencies. I shut down my dad, and I haven't heard from him since.
It's probably because what you said was true, and you believed it.
No, he doesn't. He wants to be right, so he won't engage anything, and he'll say these things to people who don't even know his family, and then get their opinion, rather than going to his family and talking about it.